Hello dear viewers and welcome to this video. Today we will be doing our second chapter, which is atmosphere. The Earth is a unique planet because it is the only planet having life on it. Its capacity to support life makes it different from all other planets. The Earth is surrounded by an envelope of air which is called atmosphere. The atmosphere extends up to 1000 kilometers from the surface of the Earth. But 99% of the total mass of the atmosphere is found within 32 kilometers. The atmosphere is held to the Earth by the force of gravity, and it is made up of a mixture of gas molecules. A molecule is the smallest particle of a substance in the free state. Gas molecules move randomly in all directions. Composition of the atmosphere. Air or atmosphere is not a specific gas but a mixture of gases, mainly nitrogen and oxygen. Nitrogen amounts to nearly 78% of the volume of air, while oxygen makes up about 21%. The remaining 1% of air includes all the remaining gases found in the atmosphere. Oxygen is the life breath, as all living beings breathe in oxygen. Nitrogen helps in the growth of living organisms, especially the plants. Carbon dioxide and water help plant growth. Rain and snowfall, which provide most of the water to the plants, comes from the water vapor present in the lower layers of the atmosphere. Usefulness of the atmosphere. Atmosphere is very useful to living beings on the earth. The atmosphere acts as a shield around the earth and protects the earth from cosmic rays. It also acts as a barrier, protecting the earth from the meteors which can cause a lot of damage on the earth. Meteors entering the earth's atmosphere appear as shooting stars in the night sky, and they get burnt before they can reach us. Even radio communication on the earth are possible as the upper layers of the atmosphere stop sound waves from escaping into space. Earth's atmosphere is a critical system for life on our planet. Together with oceans, the atmosphere shapes Earth's climate and weather pattern and makes the Earth habitable by maintaining right temperature on the Earth's surface. Distribution of heat from one part of the Earth to the other also occurs through the atmosphere. Structure of the atmosphere. The atmosphere of the Earth can be divided into four major layers. This division is based upon the density and temperature difference in the atmosphere. The density of the air in the atmosphere is determined by the number of molecules of water gases or vapors per unit of volume. The larger the number of air molecules per unit of volume, the greater will be the density of the atmosphere. The denser air remains closer to the ground and the density of air decreases as you go upwards. The four major layers of the atmosphere of the Earth are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, and thermosphere. Troposphere. Troposphere is the lowest and the densest layer of the atmosphere. It extends up to a height of 16 kilometers over the equator and about 8 kilometers over the poles. The average height of this layer is taken as about 11 kilometers. About 80% of the total mass of the atmosphere is contained in this layer. Almost all dust particles and water vapors are contained in it. Thus, all weather phenomena occur in this very layer. The temperature in this layer falls with increasing height. Stratosphere. The second layer of the atmosphere is called stratosphere, which extends from an average altitude of 11 to 50 kilometers. Most of the ozone of the atmosphere is contained in this layer. Meteors entering the Earth's atmosphere generally get burnt in this layer. Long distance aircrafts fly in the lower part of the stratosphere so as to take advantage of the lack of air resistance. Mesosphere. Mesosphere is the third layer of the atmosphere, occurring between the stratosphere and the thermosphere. It lies between 50 to 80 kilometers above the Earth's surface. In the mesosphere, temperature falls with elevation. It is the coldest of the atmospheric layers. It is also the layer in which a lot of meteors burn up while entering the Earth's atmosphere. Thermosphere. It is the fourth layer of the atmosphere. It extends from 80 to 600 kilometers above the Earth's surface. It is located highest above Earth's surface because there are relatively few molecules and atoms in the thermosphere. Even absorbing small amount of solar energy can significantly increase the air temperature, making it the hottest layer in the atmosphere. It is divided into two parts, ionosphere and exosphere. Ionosphere is the lower layer below the thermosphere. This layer reflects the radio signals back to the earth, thus making radio communication possible. Exosphere. The upper portion of the thermosphere is called exosphere. The atmosphere acts as a filter to the radiation coming from the sun. The ozone layer. The ozone layer forms a thick layer in the stratosphere encircling the earth that has large amounts of ozone in it. It protects our planet, that is earth, from the harmful radiations, that is ultraviolet radiations, that come from the sun. The ozone layer has the capability to absorb almost 97 to 99% of the harmful ultraviolet radiation that the sun emits, which can produce long-term devastating effects on human beings as well as plants and animals. Causes of depletion of ozone layer. During the last several decades, excessive release of chlorofluorocarbons, that is CFCs, have caused a severe damage to the ozone layer. CFCs are used in spray cans, refrigerators, air conditioning systems, and some fire extinguishers. Other ozone damaging chemicals are pesticides such as methyl bromide, halogens, etc. Deforestation or loss of trees means more quantity of carbon dioxide in the air. Half of the wood harvested in the world is used as fuel wood and charcoal. This also adds large quantity of carbon dioxide to the air. Greenhouse effect. As already studied, the earth is wrapped in a blanket of air called the atmosphere, which is made up of several layers of gases. The sun is the main source of heat which radiate energy that travel through the atmosphere and reach the earth. The rays of the sun warm the earth and heat from the earth then travels back into the atmosphere. Several gases in the earth's atmosphere such as carbon dioxide, methane, water vapor work like a blanket to retain much of this heat. As you can see in the picture, the greenhouse effect is a natural warming process. Carbon dioxide, that is CO2, and certain other gases are always present in the atmosphere. These gases create a warming effect that has some similarity to the warming inside a greenhouse, hence the name greenhouse effect. These gases are called greenhouse gases, and the natural process between the sun and the atmosphere and the earth is called the greenhouse effect. To make sure that the Earth's temperature remains constant, the balance of these gases in the atmosphere must not be upset. However, many human activities like burning fossil fuels, cutting of trees, etc. have contributed huge amount of additional greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, leading to global warming. Impact of global warming. With more heat trapped on Earth, the planet is becoming warmer, which means the weather all over the earth will change. Summer will get hotter and winters will become warmer. This may seem a good idea, but the conditions we are living in are perfect for life. And a large rise in temperature could be terrible for us and for other living things on earth. The change in weather will affect the kind of crop that can be grown. Plants, animals, and even people may find it difficult to survive in different conditions. Higher temperatures will make waters of the seas and oceans expand. Ice melting in the Antarctic and Greenland will flow into the sea and sea level will rise. Higher sea levels will threaten the low-lying coastal areas of the world, such as the Netherlands and the Bangladesh coast. Throughout the world, millions of people and areas of land will be at danger from flooding. Many people will have to leave their home, and large areas of farmland will be ruined because of floods. Some crops, such as wheat, rice, maize, and sugarcane, will get affected. The effect of a change in the weather on plant growth may lead to some countries not having enough food, and many people could suffer from hunger. It has taken millions of years to become used to the conditions on earth. As weather and temperature changes, the homes of plants and animals will be affected all over the world. For example, polar bears and seals will have to find new land for hunting and living. If the ice in the Antarctic melts, the changes in the climate will affect everyone, but some populations will be at a greater risk, involving individual community, country, and even at international level. Ways to reduce global warming. To put a serious dent on global warming, we need to adopt certain preventive measures. We need to plant more trees, ban on use of chlorofluorocarbons, use of energy efficient vehicles, using alternative energy resources like solar, wind, and tidal energy, following the principles of the 3 R's, that is reuse, recycle, and reduce. Hope you all have understood the lesson well. Thank you for watching.